Thank you for joining us now on News Now. My name is Frank Omalape. We begin now with this particular story. The managing director of Nigerian Railway Corporation, Fidet Ohira, has disclosed that the attacks in the Nigeria railway system were deliberate. According to him, security cannot be 100% guaranteed, adding that even the United States of America still have challenges of security. He said that the Edo State Commissioner for Police and his men are still in search of the bandits and are also doing everything possible to ensure the release of the other victims, adding that the remaining victims are suspected to be divided into groups. And also victims of Saturday's train attack in the Igombe area of Edo State have been rescued. Spokesperson of Edo State Police Command, Chiko Nwabuzo, in a telephone interview confirmed the rescue of the victims. In a related report, Edo State Commissioner for Communication and Orientation, Chris Nehikari, said some of the victims have been rescued. A breakdown of the figure shows that the 3 persons included a nursing mother, her baby, and a 6-year-old child. They were part of the 31 persons who were abducted when gunmen attacked a train station in Igubin local government area of the state. The victims were said to be waiting to board a train heading to Warri in Delta State. Meanwhile, no fewer than 2 persons have been allegedly killed after a group of Yoruba Nation agitators clashed with men of the Lagos State Police Command around the Gani-Fawahimi Park in the Ojota area of the state. It will be recalled that the police allegedly shot a sales girl, Jumoke Oyeleke, to death while dispersing the Yoruba Nation protesters at the same park on July 3rd, 2021. Reacting to the incident, one of the leaders of the Yoruba Self-Determination Group, Professor Banji Akintoye, said 2 people lost their lives. And now, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde says his administration will set up the Rural Electrification Board to address power supply in Ibarapa zone of the state. The governor made this known while addressing thousands of supporters at the state campaign flag off held at Igbo Ora in Ibarapa zone of Oyo State. The governor, while addressing the crowd, promised that he will ensure that Ibarapa people are fully carried along on the Rural Electrification Board, which he said will begin very soon.
Within the next 1.5 weeks, I set up Rural Electrification Board. Mo ti wá ní wọ́n fún mi ní ọmọ Ìbàràpá kan tí a wà nínú bọ́ọ̀dù yẹn tí wọ́n fi wá ṣe tó tó àti tó yẹ lórí iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná. Ó dàbí ọ̀tọ̀.
And in the meantime, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, has arrived in London to honor the invitation of the British government. The spokesperson and Director of Public Affairs of the PDP Presidential Campaign Management Committee, Senator Melai, said during the 2-day working visit, Atiku will engage with various government organs. He said the PDP presidential flag bearer and his team will also meet with the Archbishop of Canterbury and equally attend other programs. And our support groups have been advised to ensure they register their organizations towards easy access and simplifying processes during recognition. The Director General of Support Groups Northwest Coordination Unit of the Presidential Campaign Council of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Bafa Baba Dan Agundi, stated this during an interactive session with APC support groups across the 21 local government areas of Kebbi State. Bafa Baba Ban Agundi, who explained that only by registration can all the presidential support groups be recognized and contribute towards the success of the All Progressives Congress APC in the forthcoming elections.
As you can see from the crowd, one need not to be told the strength of APC in Kebbi State. As the leader said, our Honorable Director Bafuda Angudi, when you look at the crowd, that even involved people with disability, they were here without giving a peanut, but they are here to show their commitment towards the success of APC. So therefore, one can just rule that by Allah's grace, APC shall be victorious at the end during the election.
I believe already Kebbi is the APC state, and the level of development done by the present administration is something worth reckoning with, and I'm sure of victory for APC in Kebbi State. I thank the organizers of this event, and I thank the support groups that are here with us, who come all the way from different local governments of the state, 23 local governments of the state, and assure us of their support. We are from Sokoto. Sokoto is equally excellent. We are now in Kebbi, and we'll be moving to Zamfara and Jigawa respectively.
And now the Nigeria Immigration Service has dismissed 4 personnel, demoted 14 others, and punished 18 more over corruption charges. The NIA spokesperson DCI Tony Akunemen disclosed this in a statement issued on Tuesday in Abuja. He said the discipline was part of the effort of the service to fight against corruption, adding that the said personnel faced the orderly room trial committee of the NIS. And now to the African scene, Mozambican Interior Minister Asenia Masingia has said that legal procedures were underway for extradition of a suspected kidnap kingpin who was arrested on Saturday night in neighboring South Africa. Ismail Malude Ramos, 50, is wanted in his home country in connection to several kidnappings there in recent years. He was arrested near South Africa's capital Pretoria following an international arrest warrant issued by the Mozambican authorities. Kidnapping for ransom is common in Mozambique's major cities and towns. And our newly appointed Chinese Foreign Minister Qin Gang has arrived in Ethiopia to kick off a week-long tour to 5 African countries. He was welcomed in the capital Addis Ababa on Tuesday morning by his Ethiopian counterpart Demeke Mekonnen. Mr. Qin, who until recently was ambassador to the U.S., became the foreign minister in late December. And on the international scene, tens of thousands of people in Brazil have held pro-democracy rallies in an angry response to the storming of Congress by ex-President Jair Bolsonaro's supporters. In the country's largest city of Sao Paulo, crowds chanted that Mr. Bolsonaro must go to prison. About 1,500 people have been held over Sunday's riot in the capital, Brasilia. They came a week after President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva was sworn in after October's election that divided Brazil. On Monday evening, the 77-year-old new leader, widely known as Lula, visited the damaged buildings of Congress, the Presidential Palace, and Supreme Court together with the country's governors, condemning the terrorist acts and vowing to punish the perpetrators. Mr. Bolsonaro, 67, has not admitted defeat in the tightly fought election and flew to the U.S. before the handover on January